Good morning, sweetheart, and thank you for joining me in my another watch review. Today I have for you a brand that really deserves more recognition in watch lovers communities, and this company is called Terra Cielo Mare, and this is an Italian company. This model is called Vienna, and the model number is TC6022AC2PA. This watch was produced in 500 pieces, as you can see here on the side. Honestly, most of the watches are produced in rather low quantity, and to be honest, there isn't a big market for them, so they probably won't sell many more of them. But a couple of years ago, it changed a bit because of the Brad Pitt was wearing one of their watches in one of his movies that he was starring, so they get a little bit more publicity, and then wider public get to know about this brand, and they really deserve to get some recognition because they are producing watches in their own unique way, and you will get great quality, especially if you can find one on the used market. Because first price of this watch is a bit of, I would say, even a joke, because this watch is supposed to cost around 2,000 euros, and honestly nobody will pay this kind of price. But when you find it on the used market and you find seller that is willing to sell it for a reasonable price for this watch will be something like 5, maybe 600 euros. I'm talking about the watch only without any accessories, as mine is. And really for this kind of price, it will be extremely hard to find a better watch with their own unique design. Because I always appreciate when the company is making the timepieces their own way. Of course, you can find some inspiration here. For sure, this dial could remind you of pocket watches from the 30s and 40s, especially as this dial is made from porcelain or enamel. I'm not even sure, because there's really not too much information about this watch, but as I said, this is a rather small company, but surely this dial is made from some different materials, some kind of, as I said, porcelain, ceramic. Dial itself is made in, I would say, the World War II fashion, so the connection with pocket watches is really could be noticed. Maybe those numbers could remind you also of Hermes, the French company, the styling of it. These are the inspiration that I can find, but overall the design is really quite unique, and I really like this company. I have 4 or even 5 watches from them, and this one is probably my least favorite, but overall still this is a nice quality watch. As I said, if you can find it on the used market for a reasonable price. The whole case is polished, highly polished, and maybe it could use some mixed surfaces. I would like to see some brushing here on the side maybe, but overall this whole polished case is also very appealing. So and it looks very nicely on the wrist. Adding to this, watch is perfectly sized, as you can see it on my wrist. Producer is declaring that watch is 42 millimeters, but when I measure it exactly, it was 42.5, so a bit bigger, but honestly it will fit all the wrist. It has enough wrist presence, it isn't too small, isn't too big, wears extremely comfortable. It has standard Valjoux 7750 movement, even in elaborate version, so a bit better version of this movement. And so, as I said, if you can find it for 5 to 600 euros, it could be a great addition to your collection. Maybe just one more thing, this watch is 13 years old, as this whole series was released in 2007. Okay, so Terra Cielo Mare, a small Italian company that makes really nice and unique watches. Thank you for watching. Bye.